29, does it? No. Anyway, all right, ladies and gentlemen, just sit back and relax and put your hands together for Carrie, one of our animal trainers. Come on out, Carrie.
Hello. Hi, guys. Thank you so much. So my name is Carrie, and I am a trainer here at the Pantopia Theater. And this first behavior we're going to demonstrate for you is actually one that you can teach your pet at home. And that's our rollover behavior. Now we train all of our animals the same way, and that's by using positive reinforcement, which basically means whenever an animal does a behavior correctly, they will receive a reward. This reward can be anything from toys, treats, or even just the love and affection of their trainer. Helping me in this demonstration is going to be Penny. Penny is a Pomeranian mix adopted from San Diego, so please put your hands together for Penny. Hi, sweet girl. Oops, I know it's a Okay, Penny. Now, what we do with this behavior is we're actually going to break it down into steps for you. And we're going to use what we call a lure method. So my lure is going to be this hot dog right here. And we're going to guide her into a lay down position at first. Okay, lay down. Good. And then we're actually going to roll it over her shoulder so she gradually goes into a roll. Now, when she's comfortable with that motion, we'll actually pair it with the word over. Ready? Over. Good girl. And when she gets even more comfortable, we can actually have her do a couple of those rolls before we offer that reward. Okay, Penny, over. Good girl. One more time. Good girl, all right? Great job. Now, Penny here actually is a veteran at our show, and I think she would like to show off for you guys. How would you like to see her show off? Woo! Penny, you heard him. I think they want to see you show off. You ready? Over. Good. Keep it up. Keep going. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, guys. She's really on a roll now. Over. Over. All right. And that's Penny. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn the stage over to one of my fellow animal trainers, Melissa.
Hello everyone, thank you, warm welcome, and thank you, Carrie. Great job, Penny. So the next behavior that we're going to be demonstrating for you all is one of our more challenging behaviors, and it's challenging because we have to deal with an animal who's much more energetic than some of the others, and his name is Chester. He is 6 years old. He's a Bull Terrier mix who was rescued from a local shelter here in Florida. It's actually over in Osceola County, and he does a behavior called the jump rope behavior. Now we do try to cater the behaviors that we train with the animals with natural behaviors that they do on their own. So for Chester, he's a big fan of jumping. So we decided to transfer that into a behavior that we could use for a show. So it gives him a good energy outlet. And without further ado, let's welcome Chester to the stage and we'll show you how it's done. Hi, Chester. Okay, so for this behavior, it's ultimately going to be jumping with me and a jump rope. But to start off, we use that lure method. Just as Carrie was explaining to you all how we train our rollover behavior, we're going to use a treat to guide them into an upwards position. So to start, we'd start off just by holding it above their head so that they want to grab it. Good job, Chester. And then from there, we'll start raising it up a little bit so that he actually has to jump off of the ground. Come on, you can do it. Let's try again. Come on. There we go. So we jumped up a little bit that time. And then we're going to pair it with the word of jump. Good. There we go. Good job, Chester. Now, once they have the idea of pairing that motion with the word, then we're going to start adding in the trainer because, like I said, ultimately we're actually going to be jump roping with him, so he has to get used to us moving and jumping along with him. So again, we're going to pair it with that word of jump and add in ourselves to it. So ready? Jump! Good job, buddy. Good. One more. All right, there we go. Good job, Chester. You guys can watch on. This is an excellent demonstration. Good job. Hey, Chester, you're not done yet. Chester, we have to show off the full and final behavior. That's the most impressive part. Okay, so the final step is to add in that jump rope. So are you ready, Chester? Let's show them what you can do. Jump. Atta boy. Good job, buddy. Keep it going. That's it. Oh, let's try that one more time. Good job. Now, Chester is a veteran at this. He knows how to do this. So we're going to try it one more time. You ready? Jump. Good job. And right now, let's go one more. All right. That's Chester. Good job, buddy. Now, what you actually saw was a perfect demonstration of what happens when the animals don't do their behaviors correctly, which is simply we ignore it and just ask them for the same behavior again. They always get their reward. There's no negativity with this style of training. We simply just reset it and ask them for it again so that they can still be set up for success to get that final reward. All right, well, I'm going to turn it back over to Carrie. She's going to introduce you to one of our other furry friends.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Great job, Chester. What a talent. Now for this next behavior, we're actually going to train this very similar to how we did the roll behavior. So we're once again going to use the lure method, and we're going to do our weave behavior. Now this is basically a behavior where I'm going to be walking across the walkway here, and as I'm walking, a dog is going to actually weave in and out of my legs. So I'm going to need some help with this, obviously, so we're going to welcome Bentley to the stage. Bentley here is a Chihuahua mix, also adopted from San Diego. So please put your hands together for Bentley. Come on, Bentley, don't be shy. There you are. Hi, buddy. All right, now, Bentley, we're going to start very similar, once again, lure method. I got my chicken ready to go, and we're going to actually have him just follow it through my leg first. Good job, buddy. Okay, come back over. Good. And then we're going to pair it with the word weave. Weave. Good boy. And then once again, just like with the rolls, when he is comfortable enough, we can actually do this a couple of times before we offer that reward. I know you're ready, buddy. Here we go. Good. Good boy. All right. Good job, buddy. And then once they're comfortable, they actually can do the entire behavior. So you ready to show off, bud? Here we go. Weave. Good boy. Keep it up. Keep it going. A little faster. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. All right. Let's turn it around. Good boy. Keep it up. A little faster. A little faster. All right. And that's Bentley. Good job, buddy. Now, as I mentioned before, Bentley actually was adopted from an animal shelter. In fact, all the dogs and cats here at the Pantopia Theater were all adopted from animal shelters from across the country. Many of them were actually given up because their owners thought they had too much energy and couldn't be trained. But as you can see, our animals are very well behaved. And it's our hope that if you're looking for your own furry co-star, you check your local animal shelter first. Now I'm going to go ahead and step off the stage and welcome Melissa.
Thank you again. All right, so next we're going to show you how we can use positive reinforcement when working with other species of animals, like our cats. Now, I'm sure many of you have cats at home. You may or may not have thought about training them any behaviors, but you honestly can the same way as the dogs, which is through positive reinforcement. So we have found that chicken works very well for our cats, and demonstrating how we train our cats is going to be one of our domestic short-haired. His name is Nitro. He's about 8 years old, and he was rescued also from San Diego, California, and he does a behavior which is called the high jump behavior, which entails coming in from our downstage left curtain, which is the red one over there, climbing up this little ladder, jumping across those platforms till he gets up to the yellow balcony. Now this is called a high jump behavior. So from there, his job is to jump down and get caught by me. Now, as I mentioned earlier, when we try to pick behaviors for the animals, for this one, we decided to choose cats that already seem to enjoy being on our shoulders. And we discovered this while we were cleaning out their catteries, which is not the most opportune time for them to be riding around on our shoulders, but we did find that they would jump on our shoulders just to go around for a ride, get a little head or a chin scratch. And from there, we started introducing treats to them while on our shoulders, so they'd get chicken or hot dogs, something that was extra rewarding for them. And then from there, once they were comfortable being on our shoulders, and that was the place that they really wanted to be, we'd bring them out on stage, and we'd actually hand place them at the top of the balcony, and we ourselves would be standing on a ladder so that they would be at about shoulder height, and we just have the cat step from the platform onto our shoulder where they get their reward. Then little by little, we would start lowering ourselves down the ladder until we got to that full height. Now, it does take about 1.5 to 3 months for all of the animals here to learn a new behavior, and of course it depends on the animal themselves as well as the difficulty of the behavior. So we're not actually going to be able to break this one down so you can see step by step, but Nitro is going to do that full demonstration for you. So whenever Nitro's ready, you can send him on out. Hi, buddy. Okay, so first step is to climb up that ladder there. Perfect. Now across those platforms up to that balcony, and then for the final descent, ready, jump. Atta boy, that's Nitro. Good job, buddy. So I do have some nice tasty treats in my hand, but Nitro also is a big fan of being pet, so we'll also give him some head scratches. He's purring along right now. There you go, buddy. Good job. Now the final step of his behavior is actually to exit back through that same curtain that he came out of, so I'm going to go ahead and send him off. All right, we'll see you later, Nitro. Good job. He did a very nice job. Now for our final demonstration, it's actually one of our most complex and also high energy behaviors, and it is called the stick jump behavior, and Guinness is going to be demonstrating for this one for you guys. He's about 6 years old, and he's a cur mountain mix Guinness dog, who was rescued from San Antonio, Texas. And he does, like I said, it's called the stick jump behavior. And for this one, we had to start off by using 3 trainers to train this behavior. So I'm going to invite Carrie back on stage with Guinness, and our other trainer, Mariah. She's gonna come bring us our prop. Thank you, ladies. So for our last show, our prop that we had, the dog jumping over, is a stick just like this, or a cane. So we'd start off by having it nice and low on the ground, and then the trainers would take turns calling and sending Guinness across so that he got comfortable jumping over something on stage. Ready? Here we go. There's a one, very nice. And send him right back. Perfect. Now once he's comfortable going over an object, then we'd start adding in the height. Good job. We can go even a little bit higher. Very nice demonstration, Guinness. Okay, but that's not all he can do. Now it's time for him to show off for all of you and show what he can really do. Okay, so Guinness, get yourself set up, and let's show him what you got. Come on, Guinness. Attaboy, ready? Jump. Attaboy, right back. A little bit higher now. You got it. Over the head. Good job. One more. And a big finish. That's Guinness. Great job, buddy. All right. Very nice. Well, that does conclude our training demonstration here. And now you all have a little glimpse at what all goes into putting together a show for you all. And we are excited to be bringing you a brand new show this time, or coming up in the next couple of months, hopefully in early spring. So we hope that you'll come back and check us out. But in the meantime, if you all have any questions about any of the training that we do here, or about any of the animals that you've seen in our performance, as well as what our next show is going to bring, then please feel free to come down to the front of the stage where you'll get to meet some of our animal stars, as well as their human handlers, and you can ask any questions that you might have then. So once again, thank you all so much for joining us here today. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. Yay!